Not a chance, and this might be one holiday gift that's a little tricky when it comes to wrapping. We're exploring all of the amazing work that you can do through Signature Audio Video. Now, the custom home theater system that we've been talking about today, it's on the other side of this door. Now, naturally it's locked, but check out how I'm going to unlock the space. You can program up to 100 different numbers. Step into my custom home theater system. Now we've programmed this sign, of course, to welcome us here at CTV Morning Live. The popcorn is hot and fresh. We've got the kitchen standing by when we get a little hungry. And the reason why that might happen, because you're gonna spend a whole lot of space in here. All right. John, talking about all of the amazing things that you can do when it comes to designing your own space. Now, how did you just turn on the lights here?
With our control system. So we're using an iPad through a hardware software application called Control 4. Okay. And I've got an all on or an all off button. We can automate it so when the customer presses play on the controller, the lights dim to a certain level. When they pause, it comes up to a certain level.
And I just got into this space about 3 hours ago, and I've already been controlling the iPad throughout the morning. And that's one of the things that we want people to see, that even though this is next level technology, anybody can wrap their head around it.
Absolutely, and that's the whole point. There's no sense buying a room like this and then you don't know how to use it, right? And we want everyone who can get past the security door to be able to use the system.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we can watch. Now, how big is the screen?
So this is a 120-inch screen with a laser projector. The screen is something called CinemaScope, so you'll notice maybe from home that it is wider than a normal TV, so it's a special kind of size for movies. But if we say go watch, and we go cable, and now we're going to go to CTV, and we're going to see ourselves seeing ourselves.
But here's what I think is cool is, if you'll notice, the lights came on there for a moment, and it actually changes the ratio on the screen.
Absolutely. The lights came up, and it's going to readjust for the size of the image, so the customer's always getting to see the right image, the right size, the right way.
Okay. Now let's talk music. What if I want to use my amazing home theater space to listen to some tunes?
Absolutely. So we'd go over here, we'd hit the listen button.
Okay.
And then in this case, we'd go to our music.
Okay, wait.
And we can go to artists. Oh, look at there. We've got some NSYNC.
Yes.
You want to pick that?
Why is this on
Play
here?
it now. And then I don't know why it's here. We're not going to judge the customer today. But there you go, little NSYNC for you.
Anybody that knows me, John, knows that I begin my morning with a little 90s. Get into the groove. Let me see your hips.
I can move my hips.
Oh boy.
There we go. Right, you do what you got to do to be a member of this broadcast.
Okay. It's going to be hard to
focus. Let's focus.
I love
Let's
NSYNC.
focus. Let's go back to our movie. Nice, safe family viewing.
This isn't any better. Zootopia ends up being an amazing movie, not only because of the storyline, but because of the way that it looks on this screen.
Oh, it's stunning. The picture quality is unbelievable. Right, and here we're going to get to see that in a few seconds. We'll hopefully be able to translate where the image will zoom back in and fill the screen all the way up. Right, so it's realizing that the image is a different size than the television shape, and now it's filling the screen, so the customer within seconds is getting the right viewing experience.
This is so cool. And I think the important thing to outline is, if you have zero understanding of what we've been introducing you today, that's okay, because I was in that same boat when I arrived earlier.
Absolutely, but now you're getting it.
Yeah, and that's what you guys do. You take a look at the space, whether it's something massive like this or a bit smaller, and then from there you decide what equipment you're going to need. If you need to bring in your partner, which is, who is it again?
In this case, it was Jose from Custom Built Carpentry.
Okay.
He came in to manage the construction side of it, to follow the customer's vision so we could give them exactly what they want.